Hi, I'm Mark Doering,
And I'm Lisa Doering.
and we're with Classic Canyon Ranch. We're located in the kind of the center of Texas, just a little bit west of Valley Mills and a little bit east of Gatesville. And we have a horse breeding and deer breeding operation. I got into deer breeding because I finally acquired a ranch large enough that I could high fence it, and I wanted to be able to have deer that once they matured, they would fit my ideal, which is large, typical whitetails, what I call with the classic look. To me, the holy grail would be a buck that would be 30 inches wide, have 30 inches beams, and score 300 inches without a lot of junk. And that's kind of been our goal. Uh, we're getting up to where we're over 250 inches with that look, and so 300 inches is probably attainable at some time in the near future.
Talk a little bit about being the steward of the land.
We feel just super blessed and super lucky to be the stewards of such a beautiful piece of property for a short period of time during a lifetime. We know the property will be here long after we're gone, and we just think that we have the honor of being the stewards of it now and the animals that live on it. We pray every night for our animals, and we pray that we give thanks for this place and for this time in our life, and we pray that we'll be a blessing not only to each other but to those around us. So we love to use our ranch and all of our many blessings to make other people feel blessed and to be a blessing to them.
Talk a little bit about living here now. Just the transition from
Big city.
big city to out here at the ranch.
Well, I love living out here on the ranch. I was born and raised in Los Angeles and moved to Dallas, and now I get to live out on a beautiful ranch. And, we get up and we go riding, and there's nothing more enjoyable or relaxing than just to get out on the horses and explore the ranch. And it seems like there's always something new that we see.
Talk about building a future out here. What's your vision for it? You've got a house coming, you've got the barn coming up. What's your vision for the future?
Well, just to enjoy it and to continue to breed better and better animals, especially the deer. We really work hard on, especially Mark works hard on comparing pedigrees and deciding which deer are going to produce the best offspring, and we'll do the same with the horses.
She's already got planned who she's going to breed her horses to next year. So, she gets on me for planning ahead, but she's already thinking about babies for 2020 out of her horses. So, and who we're going to breed those to when they get old enough to breed. So it's definitely a long-term project, which we're thrilled about. When we got married last year, since I'm a little bit older than she is, she made me warrant myself for 30 years. So we've got a lot of breeding ahead of us.
Well, I just love water features. So I just thought a pond, which wasn't going to be quite as big as it turned out to be, but once we started digging it out, we decided just to keep going.
We needed the dirt.
And yes, we did. We needed the dirt. That was a lot of why we kept digging. And then I love the fountains, and so we're going to put in a koi pond, and then we also have a recirculating stream that's going in. I don't know if you saw the eco boxes down there. That's for the recirculating stream. So there's just going to be a lot of water features around.
And the other thing, I think everyone does this in animal husbandry, is that you build off of what other people have done. And what we've done is taken what we think is the best genetics from some of the old line breeders in Texas and taken what we think is their best. And we've tried to buy their best does, and we buy semen from the best breeders in the whole country, not just Texas. And we combine those in what we think may be a new and unique way to produce what we think is a new classic deer. One thing that's unique about the ranch, which I'm sure is true for a lot of ranches in Texas, is that Native American Indians used to live here. And some of the arrowheads that we found according to our books, say they come from 2,000 years before the present, which is the time that Christ was walking on the earth in Israel. These Indians were on this ranch, and they were the original stewards, as far as we know. And it's kind of cool when you go into the caves and find their campsites, and to think about that we're in that line of stewards for this property. And animals, the deer are amazing. They do find new and novel ways to kill themselves, but when it all comes together and they make it to 3, 4, 5 years old, and they're just magnificent animals, it's just such a thrill. And right now in the spring, they're starting to grow. They've shed their antlers, and the new foals are coming out of Lisa's horses. I mean, what a great time of the year. New beginnings, and we're just thrilled to be part of it. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope you will come visit us here and see this place that we think is a little slice of heaven.